The idea is that 40K was right. Why? Because the way that the word of 40K works is that, from what I understand, and you can correct me because I'm not an expert in 40K, but the Space Marine and the Emperor of Man don't use old technology because they don't know how it's used and how to use it, and they use the most recent technology that they know how to use. So they don't create new technology, and they don't create new technology, and then they don't use too old technology because they forget how to use it. And the way that I see it is that the video industry is kind of a similar limbo. At first, I was about to say that you can see it in the Western game, that they lose not only their knowledge, but the technology too. The best way that I can show it is that before, there used to be a lot of proprietary game engine. You had the Red Engine, you had the
Cry Engine, Creation Engine.
You had a lot of engine, but now you have less engine, and for the AAA industry, they're all concentrated around two. And for EA, there's like a specific one, but we don't care about EA because EA sucks. You have Unreal Engine, who, as a programmer, I kind of hate using, and yeah, that's me. You have the Unity game engine that I do like, but I hate what they did recently as a company. And you have Godot or Redo, or every fork of Godot existing. That I don't know how to feel about it because I never really use it. So seeing that there's less engine, it's kind of sad. Because right now, I think the most popular is Unity. And Unity has its own flaw. And I think that all game made in Unity feel like game made in Unity, right? So all game made in Unreal Engine feel like a game made in Unreal Engine, sadly. And you can also see it with the design of the character. They all feel kind of westerny. At first I was about to go to interment of how they lost the way of doing things, like drawing, because I know how to explain it. Like they used to have comic style-ish, realistic-ish style in old game that we don't have. We only have the wannabe ultra realistic right now in the West. I'm still talking in the West. And how they forget how to create good story, because most of the story have this millennial type of humor, this millennial vibe to it, that wanna be ironic, not ironic, Marvel humor to it. And I was going in that direction. But then I was thinking about the game that I played, that I did like around this year. So I did play Black Myth Wukong, who was pretty good. Stellar Blade, who was pretty good. And right now, Expedition 33, who was pretty good. And the thing is that I think the best way that I can readjust, I would say, is that, and understand that by me adding Expedition 33 is not a AAA game. So it doesn't affect the AAA market, but still prove that some people have a good way of telling story, especially in French. So the way that I will approach it gonna be a little bit different. So I think that most of the AAA industry in the West have lost the ability to create good, compelling video games with good story and good design. But the good part is that most of the rest of the world do. Like, for what the West forgot how to do, the East did inspire themselves and create it. Like, we still have China, Japan, Korea, Japan-ish, because Japan is following out. I was like, the big company in Japan, I do not like right now. But still, with Korea, we have the Slavic country. So everything that's Romania, Bulgaria, like ex-communist country. We have other countries that who try to create video game. And as much as I will say that the last Kingdom Come Deliverance had a little bit of, if you understand, you understand. You have to give it to them. They had a good, compelling story, so that doesn't remove all their fault. I want to be clear, knowing that they're self-censored. But still, all that showed that the knowledge that the West have lost, everyone else still have it, and they will try with their own experience and their own cultural bias to create something great. And I love it. I just cannot love it. Because this brings some hope to this industry. And I can't wait to see what will happen. And you know it because, like, I was watching some Korean movies and seeing those Korean movies telling good story like Hollywood used to. Playing Korean games, seeing a good story like Western game used to. It's just so, I don't know, it's just great. I just love it. Like, when industry burns, another industry flourish. And this time is the Eastern industry. And I'm kind of sad, but happy at the same time because I love what those companies used to do. Like, I used to love all those companies. But the good thing is that I learned to let it go. And that's the best way to treat company nowadays. To let them go because they just recycle stuff without bringing something new. Yep. So what do you think about it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you like? Do you dislike? On that note, don't forget, be a little bit evil and stay passionate.